Now we discuss about asexual reproduction in animals. In general, asexual reproduction is most common in single-celled organisms. Asexual reproduction is most common in single-celled organisms. Single-celled organisms means unicellular organisms. An organism having single cell is called as single-celled organisms or unicellular organisms. And one more, the asexual reproduction is most common in animals with simple organization. That means lower group of organisms or lower group of animals exhibits asexual reproduction. This is the first point about asexual reproduction in animals. The second point for asexual reproduction is asexual reproduction is common in protistans and monirans. In the group of protistans and monirans, the mode of asexual reproduction by a special method is called as cell division. Cell division is a mode of asexual reproduction in the group of protistans and monirans. In the first PUC syllabus already we discussed R.H. Whittaker classification or 5 kingdom system of classification. In 5 kingdom system of classification there are 5 kingdoms. One is Monera, second one is Protista, third one is fungi, fourth one is Animaliae, fifth one is Plantae. The first two groups of 5 kingdom system of classification are R.H. Whittaker system of classification having protistans. Most of the unicellular eukaryotes belongs to kingdom protistans and most of the unicellular prokaryotes belongs to kingdom monirans. So, in the group of protistans, in the group of monirans, the mode of asexual reproduction by cell division. And come to the third very most important point. In animals, asexual reproduction by 4 different methods. The first method of asexual reproduction in animals is fission, the second one budding, third one spore formation, fourth one fragmentation. Okay. Out of 4 methods of asexual reproduction in animals, the first method of asexual reproduction in animals is fission. The main definition for fission is a method of asexual reproduction in animals. During fission, one parent or one organism produces 2 or more daughter individuals. During fission, one parent or one organism produces 2 or many or more daughter individuals. Each daughter individual develops into adult organism. The fission is classified into 2 types such as binary fission and multiple fission. Multiple fission is also called as encystation or is also called as sporulation. Let's discuss the first type of fission is binary fission. Binary fission is most common in single-celled organisms. Binary fission is most common in single-celled organisms such as amoeba and bacteria and paramecium and protozoans. So, a group of protozoans and a group of amoebas and bacteria, paramecium. All these are single-celled organisms. The single-celled organisms exhibits the first type of fission is binary fission. During binary fission, one parent or one organism produces 2 daughter individual. Each daughter individual matures into new organisms. Now we discuss the method of binary fission in amoeba. Amoeba is one of the unicellular or single-celled organism. For example, this is a parent amoeba, single cell. The parent amoeba is eukaryotes, then it has true nucleus and it has contractile vacuole for osmoregulation, and it has storage granules, and it's a living organism, then it has cytoplasm. Now the single parent amoeba undergoes the first type of fission is binary fission. So when the favorable conditions are available to amoeba during binary fission, the binary fission is happening in amoeba during favorable condition. Favorable conditions means when the environmental conditions are favor, when the nutrients are available to amoeba. These amoeba having motile structure, pseudopodias. Pseudopodia is the motile structure in amoeba during favorable condition. These pseudopodias are withdrawn or withdraws. Then it's converted into spherical shaped amoeba. When the pseudopodias are withdraws and the amoeba converted into spherical shape. In the next step, the nucleus, it undergoes divided into two equal halves. The division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. After karyokinesis, followed by division of cytoplasm, is called as cytokinesis. The method of cytokinesis in amoeba is constriction. At one place there is a constriction is happened. Due to constriction, the division of cytoplasm into two equal halves. Due to karyokinesis and cytokinesis, finally a single parent amoeba produces two daughter amoebas. These two daughter amoebas similar itself and similar to parent individuals. This is a method of binary fission in amoeba. The second method of fission in animals is multiple fission, or it is also called as encystation, or it is also called as sporulation. The binary fission, it's happen in amoeba during favorable conditions, but multiple fission or encystation or sporulation, it takes place in amoeba during unfavorable conditions. Unfavorable conditions means when the conditions are not favors to amoeba, when the environmental conditions are not favors, or when the nutrients in the culture medium is not available. Those conditions we called as unfavorable conditions. So binary fission, it takes place in amoeba during favorable condition. Multiple fission or encystation or sporulation takes place in amoeba during unfavorable conditions. So binary fission takes place in amoeba during favorable conditions. Multiple fission takes place in amoeba during unfavorable conditions. During unfavorable conditions in amoeba, the motile structures are pseudopodias or withdraws. When the pseudopodias or motile structures are withdraws, these amoeba, it's converted into spherical shaped. And the spherical shaped amoeba covered by a three wall layered protective coat is formed around itself. That's why this phenomenon is called as encystation. During unfavorable conditions in amoeba, the motile structure pseudopodias are withdraws. These spherical shaped amoeba surrounded by three thick walled protective coat or cyst walls are formed. The formation of three walled cyst around these amoeba is called as encystation for protecting. So when encystation is happen, the nucleus in amoeba, it divides many times. If the division of nucleus many times is called as multiple fission, then it produces many nucleus, each nucleus division followed by cytokinesis, and finally inside the parent amoeba many daughter amoebas are formed. These daughter amoebas is also called as pseudopodiospores. Pseudopodias are motile structure, pseudopodiospores are daughter amoebas. And when favorable conditions come back for these amoeba, these three wall layer cyst is ruptured or broken. These daughter amoebas or pseudopodias are releases into external surrounding medium. Each pseudopodiospore or each daughter amoeba develops into a new adult amoeba. This is a method of fission in amoebas. So, fission is the first method of asexual reproduction in animals. Fission is categorized into two types, binary fission and multiple fission. During binary fission, nucleus divides once, but in multiple fission, nucleus divides many times, multiple times. So, binary fission takes place in amoeba during favorable conditions. Multiple fission takes place in amoeba during unfavorable conditions. These are the two differences between binary fission and multiple fission. And one more important characteristic features. Irrespective of short or long lifespan in an organisms, no organism is immortal. Every organism having a specific lifespan, except single-celled organisms or unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms are immortal. Unicellular organisms are not having any natural death. If an organism is not having any natural death, is called as immortal. Unicellular organism exceptionally included in immortal region is, it is having single cell, it divides by cell division, produces new daughter individuals. For this parent, there is no natural death. If there is no natural death, is called as immortal. Every organism is, there is no immortal except single cell organisms. The second method of asexual reproduction in animals is budding. First of all, we need to discuss what is budding. So, budding is a method of asexual reproduction in animals. During budding, a small outgrowth is formed from a parent. That outgrowth we called as bud. These buds, initially in the beginning, it is attaches to parent body. Later, it is separated from parent and develops into a young or new individuals. Once again I repeat, the second method of asexual reproduction in animals is budding. Budding is a method of asexual reproduction in animals. During budding, a small outgrowth is formed. A small outgrowth from parent is called as buds. These buds initially attaches to parent organism and eventually later it separates and develops into new organism. Such kind of method is called as budding. So, the budding can take place outside the body of an organism or inside the body of an organism. Because of this characteristic feature, the budding is broadly categorized into two types: external budding and internal budding. Internal budding is also called as gemule formation. First of all, we discuss the first type of budding is external budding. There are two best examples for external budding is yeast and the second one is hydra. Yeast and hydra are the best examples for external budding. In these two organisms, the budding takes place outside the parent organism. Such kind of phenomenon is called as external budding. Yeast is the largest unicellular fungi. The largest unicellular fungi is called as yeast. The scientific name for yeast is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. So, for example, first we need to discuss method of external budding in yeast fungi. For example, this is yeast, largest unicellular fungi. It's eukaryotes having true nucleus. It's a living, then it has cytoplasm. The external budding in yeast. First, a small outgrowth is formed from the parent yeast. This small outgrowth is called as bud. That's what it is called as developing bud. During developing bud, the nucleus starts to divide. The division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. In the second step, the karyokinesis is completed, then it produces two equal halves of nucleus. The parent yeast receives one nucleus, the daughter yeast or future yeast, nothing but bud, receives one more nucleus. These birds, it produces one side. Initially or at beginning, it is attached to parent, and later, eventually, it gets separate. These birds develops into a new yeast. This method of budding is called as external budding. And one more example for external budding, hydra. The method of budding in hydra. Hydra is a multicellular aquatic animal. This multicellular aquatic animal hydra, it has ovary, it's a female sex organ, and it has a testis, male sex organ. Both male and female sex organ present on same individuals. It's an example for bisexual. And one more, it has a mouth, opening mouth, and it has a lower structure. Mouth structure is called as a hypostome, and it has tentacles. At some place in this multicellular aquatic animal, at some place, due to rapid mitotic cell division. Why I am using mitotic cell division? Why not I am not using meiotic cell division? During asexual reproduction, mitosis cell division can occur, meiosis never occurs. Due to rapid mitotic division, at some place, a small outgrowth is formed from the parent hydra. This structure is called as bud. The bud is formed from the parent body externally. So initially this bud is attached to parent, later it gets separate, and this bud can develop into a new adult hydra. The second method of budding is internal budding or gemule formation. Generally, gemule formation or internal budding is most common in freshwater sponges and few marine sponges. Example for the freshwater sponges is Spongilla. The method of internal budding or gemule formation in Spongilla, this is a best example, diagrammatic presentation. The internal budding or gemule formation in Spongilla. So, in gemule formation, a group of small sized cells is called as archaeocytes. A group of small sized cells is called as archaeocytes. These archaeocytes is surrounded by two unit membrane, outer membrane and inner membrane, with common opening pore is called as micropyle. This structure is called as gemule. So, when favorable conditions come back to this internal budding or gemule formation or for these sponges, all these archaeocytes, it is releases into external medium, and this mass of archaeocytes, whenever it is releases into external medium water, each archaeocyte can develop into new sponges. It is a method of internal budding or gemule formation. Example, Spongilla. So, the main differences between external budding and internal budding. Examples for external budding, yeast and hydra. Examples for internal budding, most of the freshwater sponges and few marine sponges. Example, Spongilla. External budding can take place outside the parent body. Internal budding can take place inside the parent body. These are the main differences between external budding and internal budding. The third method of asexual reproduction in animals is spore formation. Spore formation is also called as sporulation. Sporulation is the fastest method of asexual reproduction. Which of the following method is the fastest method of asexual reproduction in animals means spore formation or sporulation. So, based on the spores, these spores are motile or non-motile. Because of this characteristic feature, the spores or sporulation is of two types: motile spores and non-motile spores. Motile spores are having motility, non-motile spores are not having motility, there is no movement. The best example for motile spores, zoospores. The best example for non-motile spores, conidias and spore formation. According to NCERT syllabus, there is a best example for motile spores is zoospores. Let's we discuss the zoospore formation in one of the algae. It's an aquatic algae, Chlamydomonas. For example, this is a parent Chlamydomonas algae. The parent Chlamydomonas algae is called as zoosporangium. Inside the zoosporangium or parent Chlamydomonas, many biflagellated motile zoospores are produced. These zoospores, when the zoosporangium is ruptured, these zoospores are releases into external medium water. Each zoospore can develop into new Chlamydomonas or algae. It is a method of asexual reproduction by motile spores or zoospores. The second type of spores for asexual reproduction, non-motile spores. These spores are not having any motile structures. Example for non-motile spores, Conidias and Sporangiospores. According to NCERT syllabus, there is a non-motile spores, Conidias they are given. So, the non-motile Conidias, example, Penicillium. Penicillium is a fungi. In fungi Penicillium, the method of asexual reproduction by a non-motile spores by Conidias. So, for example, this is the structure of Penicillium. The Penicillium having a filamentous structures is called as hyphae. The top of hyphae, it looks like a bottle-like structure. The bottle-like hyphae is called as sterigmata. On the tip of these hyphae sterigmata, bottle-like structure, due to constriction or due to mitotic cell division. Due to mitotic division or due to constriction, from the tip of these sterigmata hyphae, many spherical, small-sized, non-motile structures, either single or maybe chain is produces, is called as conidia. The production of these conidia origin is external. The formation of conidias or origin of conidias are from external body of Penicillium, but the origin of zoospores or motile spores from inside, endogenous. Origin of zoospores endogenous, origin of conidias are exogenous. These are the two main differences between zoospores and motile spores. Differences between zoospores and conidias. Zoospores are motile spores, conidias are non-motile spores. Example for zoospores, one of the aquatic algae Chlamydomonas. Example for conidias, Penicillium notatum fungi. The origin of zoospores inside the parent body, endogenous origin. The origin of conidias outside the parent body, exogenous origin. Fragmentation is a last and final method of asexual reproduction in animals. It's a fourth method of asexual reproduction in animals, that is fragmentation. The best example for fragmentation, planaria, hydra, starfish. This is the diagrammatic presentation of planaria and this is a diagrammatic presentation of hydra. These two are aquatic animals with a simple organization, lower group of animals. Due to water currents, if these individuals are brooks or its breaks, each fragment can develop into new individual. Such kind of phenomenon is called as fragmentation. Whereas in hydra also, hydra is a multicellular aquatic with simple organization animal. It is also aquatic. Due to heavy water currents, if this parent hydra, it breaks into two individuals or two fragments, each fragment can develop into new adult hydra by the process of fragmentation. Out of all these methods, whether fission or maybe budding or maybe spore formation or maybe fragmentation, only one parent or one organism is participated. That's why all these are comes under asexual reproduction. Reason is during asexual reproduction, single parent is participated. There is no meiotic division, only mitotic division can takes place.